As a lot of people know, the mastery system, the focus system is going to be reworked. They've gone into a little bit of detail here and there, and they've basically described it as, instead of things like Shadow Step on Naramon, which allows you to go invisible and deals more crit if you do this right, it increased affinity by 25% as well, but only on melee kills for the rest of the mission. And it grants a 30% crit chance increase on melee weapons as well. I don't see why they would get rid of these two, because it increased the crit chance of melee weapons, but they're aiming it more, instead of it being defensive, they're going for the offensive, because they're changing it so it's more based on the warrior operator, which will be coming in the, I was about to say Fields of Eidolon, the Plains of Eidolon. But this has left a lot of questions, like, what about things like lenses? Well, like a few people, once I got where I needed Naramon to be, I threw different lenses on different things, so I'm gathering it for everything that I hadn't already leveled up, instead of focusing everything on one thing. I've just recently found out I have no Naramon lenses, so I'm really hoping Naramon isn't the way to go once this rework in the Plains of Eidolon comes, but they have confirmed that the sorties here will be getting a change, mainly the reward pool. Okay, that was weird. The greater focus lenses and just the normal focus lenses will not be in sorties anymore. They are talking about putting things like the Kuva in here, so instead of, well, as well as going to the nearest planet to the Kuva once you've done things like that and doing a Kuva-based mission to get Kuva from there, you will of course be able to drop it from the sortie reward pool. I like that idea quite a lot. The fact that they're going to move the lenses from here, I think everybody kind of liked, because there's nothing worse than doing sorties for a long time and getting nothing but greater lenses and normal lenses and then normal lenses again and more normal lenses, and just when you think you're going to get something decent, it throws you a normal lens again. And I will admit I have a few greater lenses. I've got a few normal ones, but I tend to turn them into greater ones, but to be fair, it's... oh wow, that's a lot more platinum than I thought it was. I was going to say it's just as easy to buy them, but yeah, it's probably easier to just keep doing sorties in the meantime, collect the lenses. They're going to be very useful once this new focus tree rework does come, but where they're going to put them, I would guess would be here, which is aimed it on the Plains of Eidolon farming, but this is where the operator stuff and everything else was. So I'm assuming they're going to put them in here, and maybe you trade other things for them. Maybe you can swap eidolon sculptures for lenses. Probably still be able to buy the greater ones with platinum, but hopefully they'll move it from the marketplace to there, and it would give the eidolon sculptures another use if this guy actually bought them from you in exchange for so many lenses. There's a lot of different things you could trade for the lenses. And I think personally, considering I still have this sitting on my landing craft, I may be tempted on trading some myself if that was the way they went. There isn't a lot of details on it yet because they're holding a lot of this really close, so people can't guess at things. People can still guess, it's just less likely they're going to be right. The main reason I personally don't do the sortie missions is simply just down to the fact that I'm not going to say sick and tired of getting lenses all the time, but there is one thing I have always wanted to drop from the sorties and have never ever dropped them. I think I've had everything here apart from that legendary core. I will one day get a hold of one. I've had a few, but I have bought them, I've been gifted them, well, that's pretty much it. But I've never actually dropped one of my own. Once upon a time, that 75% discount was my goal in Warframe. These days, it's the legendary core, but I just don't do sorties anymore because I got sick of getting lenses all the time. So removing the lenses from the sortie missions I don't know about everybody else, but me personally, yes, I am going to be doing sorties a lot more than I was before. Anyway, we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch yous next time.